Emergency Podcast!
This is a banger.
Welcome back to 3
Boys
In
a Ring.
Guys, episode 2. We didn't know it was going to happen this quick. Maybe it was going to happen next week or the week after. But we have to have an emergency podcast. The boys and I were
kind of freaking out.
We were freaking out. We were in awe. We were speechless last night after Monday Night Raw, an insane Monday Night Raw. But capped off, you see it there at the bottom, Gunther wins the World Heavyweight Championship against Jey Uso in the main event of Monday Night Raw.
Unfortunately.
Colin, you take it away. Take it away. What's your first take on a new World Heavyweight Champion?
So, the thing is, Gunther, they need to find something to do with him, not with, like, when he's not a title holder. Yeah, that little feud with Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
At Backlash.
I got the card.
Yeah, you have the card right there.
Right there.
Right there. So.
And we have Pat McAfee, a figure of him at WrestleMania.
Yeah, so he had that feud. It was a pretty decent feud.
Yeah.
Pretty big, cool. But
look at that set behind Dylan. How cool is that? We got a ring
I
back
made
there.
that all. I
Cards.
made that all.
Good set, Dilly.
Yeah.
But
WWE chair. So with Gunther.
The thing is, they need to find something to do with him not being a title holder.
Yeah.
Since he had that one record with like 644 days as a
Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah. So like he was the title for 2
666.
years, kind of.
Yeah.
And then he was the heavyweight for a little bit. Went to WrestleMania.
Long time, yeah.
He lost, which is
To Jey Uso.
Yeah, to Jey Uso.
We thought it was over. We thought Jey. How shocked were you when Gunther won?
I was so mad. The second I saw his hand like not move,
Yeah.
I thought like I need to turn this off.
Yeah.
It's just like we need to find something to do
4
with him not being a title holder.
Gotcha.
That's just his whole personality.
How about you, Dilly? How shocked were you? We were watching it together. You were on the couch. It was tired. The Raw was so good. And we'll get into maybe other stuff of how good Monday Night Raw was.
I want the rivalry to end. I want the rivalry to end.
Yeah.
Because it's 4 with Gunther and 1 and Jey.
Yeah, Gunther
But
dominates Jey.
Yeah, so I think next for Gunther,
Mm-hmm.
remember it before the Royal Rumble, Logan Paul and Seth Rollins were like face to face with Gunther. He's like, I want you to win. Gunther's like, I want you to win the Royal Rumble instead. Then I want you to win the Royal Rumble.
Okay.
And so I think it's going to be a feud with one of those people.
Wow. Could be maybe Gunther versus Logan next. Maybe.
Yeah.
Could
Maybe.
be.
Probably a United
But I
Champion.
think he's kind of with John Cena. Of course, he's with someone else we'll talk about later. But like, kind of, he might even screw John with the match with Cody or who's coming up. Since they need to kind of build that rivalry up.
So, but how shocked? I think we all thought that Jey was going to retain. I thought for sure. And then if Jey didn't, I thought that Seth Rollins was going to cash in.
Yeah.
How shocked were you guys that Seth Rollins didn't cash in? Jey didn't win. It was just Gunther and he won clean.
Yeah, he won clean.
Yeah.
No cheats. There was no cheats at all. There was nothing. There was no cash-ins. There was no entrance music. I thought if Jey did win, he would not sleeper hold him again. But if anything, he would power bomb him and then put it in a spear.
Right.
And then 1, 2, 3. But
We'll get into that in a second.
Gunther winning is just kind of.
It was shocking. Did not think that was going to happen at all.
He just lost at WrestleMania like a month ago.
I know. I was pretty shocked, guys.
I didn't know what even Jey as his Intercontinental Championship versus World Heavyweight Championship, 42 plus 51. He hasn't even held his singles title for more than 100 days. All of his singles title combined, only for 93 days.
Right.
I didn't realize I wanted Jey Uso as the heavyweight champion until it happened.
Until it didn't happen. Until he lost it. Yeah.
Like, I'm like, oh, I guess this is okay. But the second he lost, I'm like, I want this to go longer.
I woke up this morning. I go, Dylan, I don't want to live in a world that Jey Uso is not the world heavyweight champion.
He told me that this morning when I was in my bed.
Yeah, I'm so upset.
I saw you walking with my John Cena shirt on.
I'm mad that Jey Uso lost, but I'm even more mad that Gunther's back with a title.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's
with it again. The World Heavyweight Championship again.
I don't care if it's like a little mid-card title, like a Intercontinental or a US belt.
Yeah.
But I just...
Jay versus Dom?
Yeah. I just want Jay to have a belt.
Yeah.
And also I want Gunther not to have a belt for like 5 rivalries.
So
just for a while.
Gunther is the World Heavyweight Championship. With that being said, and we'll kind of get into Night of Champions, guys. We will get into it. There's a lot going on. I'm going to bring up this tournament, the King of the Ring. We'll talk about John Cena and CM Punk, how crazy that is. Do you guys, think Gunther's going to defend his championship at Night of Champions? Or is he going to hold it and wait until Saturday night's main event is after that?
I think probably it's going to be Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins in any Bloodline Rules match. Probably Seth might lose. He might cash in the next night on Gunther if he defends it at SummerSlam.
So you think?
So I think Gunther's gonna hold it until SummerSlam, and then Seth cashes in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but I was kind of saying I think he's gonna hold it to SummerSlam, not do anything. But the winner of the King of the Ring would either be Cody, like I said last show, and he's going to challenge John.
Yeah.
Or Sami Zayn.
Wow. Okay.
So then, pretty much for revenge for his fallen brethren, Jey Uso, he goes and
look how cool this tournament is, guys. I thought it was the coolest tournament ever when I saw it. So
last
night,
mystery person.
That I think is either Roman Reigns, or now. It could be Jey Uso.
Could be Jey Uso. They could be like, hey, Jay, we want you back in there.
We want you to get another title shot.
Right.
You need to get another title shot.
So with this in the top left, guys, last night on Raw, Zayn, Penta, Dominic Mysterio, and Breakker was in a match to go to Night of Champions. We all thought, all three of us thought Braun Breakker was going to win. We were all wrong.
I was rooting for Penta.
Okay.
I was rooting for Penta. I even made a video. I thought Braun was on her first ever short. And then Sami Zayn wins.
Shorts, by the way, check them out. 3 guys in a ring. Subscribe to the channel. 3 boys in a ring. That too. But Sami Zayn won.
Yeah,
what
Sami.
A shocking surprise.
Yeah, I did not know. I thought he was just gonna get a broken rib, get speared 500 times.
Speaking of broken ribs, that's how Gunther won.
Yeah,
that's how I was about to say earlier.
Yeah.
That Jey Uso, Jey Uso was wearing his shirt just to tell Gunther, the show Gunther he didn't have anything under it until they did that move.
Real quick,
crossbody
on this tournament. So Zayn won. Who do you think Sami Zayn's going to fight in the semifinals?
I say Randy Orton.
Okay.
I say LA Knight.
I think LA Knight too. I think LA Knight's going to beat him.
Wait, what if Braun Breakker comes out because LA Knight screwed Braun Breakker?
That's what's going to happen in Night of Champions, and that's how Sami Zayn will go into the finals.
So
I have Zayn versus LA Knight.
Orton and LA Knight. Orton and Zayn will be
Orton and Zayn would be awesome. Colin, who do you have out of Cody, Priest, Andrade, and Nakamura?
So far, Cody. But if that is Roman Reigns or Jey Uso in the bottom right corner, then maybe Jey Uso or Roman.
Okay, Dylan, who do you have? Cody, Priest, Andrade, Nakamura.
I'm rooting for Cody.
Yeah.
But I think Nakamura's gonna win.
Nakamura.
Wow. Okay.
We haven't seen him since he lost.
I think Cody's gonna win. Yeah. And then on Raw, it's Sheamus, Rusev, Reed, and the mystery opponent. I do think the mystery opponent will be Jey Uso, the main event.
There's
now that
Roman,
he lost
Jey Uso,
so
Austin Theory,
Zayn and Knight, and then Cody and Jey. I think Seth and this team, the Dominant Alliance, will cause LA Knight, so Zayn will go to the finals. And then everyone thinks it's going to be Cody. Jey is going to upset Cody Rhodes. It's going to be Jey Uso and Sami in the finals. Sami wins. Sami wins. Challenges Gunther
as revenge.
Beats Gunther for the World Heavyweight Champion. Gets his dream, and all of a sudden, burn it down. Seth Rollins
Cashes
comes running, cashes in, and the end of SummerSlam will be world champion. What do you guys think about that?
I would love that since Seth is my favorite. I need him to have a title.
I want to see.
John Cena run to go even longer.
Yeah.
But speaking of CM Punk and John Cena.
Let's talk about that. The
Yeah.
first segment of the night. What happens, Colin?
I wasn't watching Raw. I was doing something on my new thing.
Okay.
Dad called me. He said, start watching Raw. I go on. I see John Cena. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. He's not supposed to be on Raw. Whatever.
Yeah.
And then he said, oh, no one has beaten me. I've beaten all the best. And then I hear,
My favorite comes out.
Cult of personality. So that happens.
Mm-hmm.
And like, oh, okay.
He thought it was Logan Paul or R-Truth.
Yeah, I thought it was
Wall
Logan
killer,
Paul versus
wall killer.
R-Truth versus John Cena for SummerSlam at triple threat match. But Punk comes out and he says, you haven't beaten me yet since like 2011, 2012.
Yeah, one of the best rivalries ever.
Yeah.
Not John Cena's greatest. John Cena's greatest is Randy Orton, but one of the greatest is.
Yeah, one.
So like that happens. So now we have a scheduled match for Night of the Champions.
Yep.
Of
3 weeks away.
Yeah. This summer is going to be humongous.
It's 18 more days.
It's one of the best runs since our Saturday night main event. That all three of us were live in Tampa. Money in the Bank. The Raw just happened. Night of Champions. We have another Saturday night main event after that. Goes into SummerSlam, and then right after SummerSlam is it's in Paris. The Clash of the Castle.
Clash
it's
of
gonna be
Paris.
Yeah, Clash of Paris. So that's going to be it's
And my
guys.
birthday
We
month.
are in one of the best runs.
Yeah,
What-
so when the Night of Champions happen, I think either John's going to win by his belt shot or he could win by the clean one. I don't think so.
Do you have Cena beating Punk?
Yeah, and if he
No,
does,
yeah,
I
he
think he's
is.
going to hop the barricade and do the what
That's
Punk
funny.
did.
Yeah.
But if
Like-
he does not win, you know how Seth kind of came out? He should hold it up, the Money in the Bank. If
Oh, we're all thinking Seth is going to go against the Gunther.
Yeah,
Jay or
he could
Sami.
move to
could
SmackDown.
Move to SmackDown and beat John Cena.
yeah, and then fight.
Or how crazy would it be if actually CM Punk does it and he wins the championship? He's the happiest guy in the world, and his bitter old rival CM Punk comes. I mean, Seth Rollins cashes in on Punk.
Yeah.
I haven't even thought about that.
That would be a more logical reason if he does cash in on that night. But he screws Punk up, kind of. So, I have the title. 5 seconds later, burn it down, come in. Before he cashes in, Braun comes in, spear. Braun Sin comes in,
Yeah.
tsunami.
Oh.
And then
Then
he cashes in,
yeah.
then runs back, stomps. 1, 2, 3.
It should have been before he cashes in. He stomps on the briefcase and then does a pedigree on the briefcase and then just a regular stomp
Okay.
and then wins. He's like, oh, I cashed in after Let's talk about.
Real quick, I have a little game. You want to do it?
Are we going to do a game? Okay. Are we done? Are we good with Ron Killens came out, cut his hair off?
Yeah.
Look at
that
this.
was
I have
crazy.
the piece of it. I have the piece of my figure of R-Truth, and I got it off.
Look at that. Dylan cut Ron Killens' hair off. That's like his in real life for the action figure. Now he's bald like him. He ain't the truth. Call me Ron Killens.
He's like, who respected my name?
He said we, the fans, all in the stadium since his release, brought him back.
Okay.
He is the one. We are the people who brought him back from being released from WWE. So
Cool.
I
All
wonder
right.
what we're
Let's do
playing.
the game and we'll cap it off and we'll end our first ever
Non-ranking.
emergency podcast. Episode number 2, 3 boys in a ring. What you got for us, Colin?
I have blind ranking. So we got
I knew
1, 2,
Oh, I
Can you
love
see it?
blind rankings.
1,
Yeah,
2,
oh,
3,
good.
4, and 5.
Okay.
And then I have this wheel on my phone. Let me get to it. Of some of the best wrestlers. You can kind of look at that.
15 superstars or how much? Wow.
There's more than 20. So,
Okay, so no matter.
Dad, do you want to go first, or should we all do the same wrestler?
Whatever you want.
Okay.
Whatever you want.
So we got
Can I
for
go
our first
first?
wrestler, The Rock. What do you guys place him in? And it's blind, so you don't know.
Wow,
Yeah.
The Rock.
Yeah.
The final boss.
The final boss.
I'll put it at number 5.
Okay. Well, right.
One's
what
the
he
best,
did.
right? One's the best, Colin?
Yeah.
Okay. To me, he has to be way up there. I gotta leave the number 1 spot open. To me, The Rock is number 2.
Number 2.
So I mean, he's number 5 because of what he did.
Wow.
That's how John Cena turned heel.
I
So you
have him
Rock
as number
go.
3.
Number 3.
If you don't know what's happening.
So we have
next.
5, 2, and
So we
3.
got this right here.
Okay.
See it good?
Blind rankings. Who's next?
Let's see. Who do we have? Tawaza.
Who's the one?
That's the who just fought Rusev.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, I
that's
hope
how
got
one?
that right.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I shouldn't
Tawaza.
even put at 5.
That's what you got, bro.
For me, I'm putting him in 5.
Put him at 5 for me too, Colin.
Oh, shoot.
You have him over The Rock? Are you crazy? Are you
No.
a blind man?
It's blind ranking. Sorry.
Blind rankings.
Should always save your least and best.
Then I'm putting him at number 4.
Yeah, number 4 for Dylan.
He should have been number 100. John Cena is number 3.
Wow. All right.
If we get him.
Okay. The
CM Punk
next
is
wrestler
number
will
1.
be
Come on. No whammies. No whammies. No whammies.
We're the ones. Someone from the bloodline. Who's that?
Goldberg.
Oh, Goldberg might
I
come
gotta
back
put
soon.
it. I gotta put him.
I think his retirement match will be against Gunther.
Oh yeah, because of what happened at.
So you got Goldberg number 3.
Yep.
Dylan, that's a good spot. I'm gonna put Goldberg as my number 3 as well. Good spot.
Oh shoot.
I spent like an hour making this.
It's awesome. Good job
Takes
making
a
it.
while.
Okay, what do you put?
Where do you got, Colin?
I have him as number 4.
Okay.
Saving.
A
At
3,
the-
3, and a 4.
Gold.
So you have your number 1 and 2 spot wide open.
I'm
Yeah.
number 2
Billy,
and 1.
what?
You have 2.
You better
1
hope
and
these are
4.
good ones. You better
than
hope.
Seth Rollins.
Here we go.
Okay.
I better-
Spin that
Wheel.
wheel.
Bloodline. I think it's from Domino Lines. Domino Lines.
Matt Riddle.
Not really.
I gotta put him at number 2. He's
He's number 2 for me too.
He's
Wow.
good. He
Number 4 for me. The least left. We need a big one for number. We got all 3 of
That's
us have
actually
number
very
1.
good. Tozawa,
Yeah.
Matt Riddle,
Yeah.
Goldberg, and then The Rock. Goldberg should have been number 2.
We need a big one for number 1.
I should have saved 4. Goldberg is actually kind of better.
Yeah.
I
like
think
it.
I'm at Matt
Here we
Riddle.
go.
You ready for the final?
This is our blind ranking. All of it's number 1 for
Yeah,
us, guys.
we only have number 1 left for everybody.
Spin
That
wheel.
Coming me up. Please be good. What's that?
Braun Strowman.
He's not.
Okay.
That's not bad, but that's not us.
Yeah. Hey guys, I think we lost this week on blind rankings. We lost.
Yeah.
We didn't do it right. But that's why sometimes it's blind rankings.
Should we do one again?
No, that's it. That's it for the emergency. One game per show.
Yep.
Gotta give the people what they want.
I thought we were gonna do
the
the
wa-
guessing for the music too.
We did that last week. Every
Yeah.
week we'll do one new game. I want to do the Wordle maybe next week.
We'll
That's
do
one of my
Wordle
favorites.
next time.
Guys, emergency podcast in the books. Anything else you want to say? You got 10, 15 seconds. Anything
Show 'em.
crazy on the show you want to say?
Oh yeah, we need to.
Yeah, show them the blind rankings.
Here's our ranking.
Yelling, Dad, and
I think we all lost. We all took an L on that one, guys.
Yeah, The Rock or Goldberg should have been number 1.
Yeah. I had him at number 2. I felt good at 2. I like my 4 and 5. I think I had the best 4 and 5.
Yeah.
Dylan has The Rock in number 5.
Yeah.
You're blind as a mice.
You have Tawaza over The Rock. Whoa.
I can do the game.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Well, guys, we have a new world heavyweight champion. His name is
Unfortunately.
Gunther. We have the money. We have Money in the Bank's in the books, but we have the King of the Ring tournament in start. We have Roxane Perez, who won her match. I thought it was going to be Rhea Ripley or Roxanne.
Yeah, we need
It
to
was
talk
Roxanne.
about that qualifier.
It was a really good match.
I thought Roxane
And
was
then-
winning, and she
Yeah.
did.
And
Colin
then
Dylan did.
Liv Morgan being all mad, coming
Yeah.
out on Nikki
Against
Bella.
Nikki Bella.
Says
He
she has the
said-
belt. She is a man. She has other stuff
Like-
too.
A man
So-
that lost
Yep.
and
So,
a qualifier.
People are thinking that Nikki Bella's going to get her other tag partner, and at Evolution, their main it does have to be a main event, but tag
titles.
champions Raquel Rodriguez.
Raquel Rodriguez.
I remember
Americano Granado.
Remember when Nikki? Remember when Nikki?
Americano Granado.
Okay, remember when Nikki Bella
Yeah.
it did this? We were laughing so much where she's like
Yeah,
Roxanne
Colin.
Perez.
Yeah.
She's like it.
Oh, yeah, I
no,
saw
no,
that.
No. She said some newcomers, Roxanne Perez,
Yeah.
she forgot to say the G, and then she said Raquel Rodriguez.
Stephanie Van.
Stephanie Rodriguez.
Stephanie
Yeah,
Van
Van
Quay.
Quay.
And Stephanie Van Queer.
Stephanie Van Quay.
Van Queer.
Stephanie Rodriguez.
Yeah, that was so funny. We watched it 5 times in a row, kept laughing.
Yeah.
Van Quay. Who's the
Stephanie
Van Quay?
Stephanie Rodriguez.
That was awesome. All right, we're done.
We'll see you later.
Emergency podcast in the books. Dick Colin's going to push that button one last time so we can hear the alarm.
Start to take us off after the alarm, Dylan.
Welcome. Next time you will see us with 3
Boys.
In
A
a
ring.
ring. Goodbye.
Bye.